Hello, everyone. So it is Monday. Let's start a new week with a new subject. And this past week, I've been talking about how to be a superhero of your own life if you have been sacrificing yourself for others all the time. Um, Today, my subject of this week will be self-destructive behaviors. What does it mean? We're going to be talking about how we are using our coping mechanism to self-sabotage ourselves, to uh, not be the best version of ourselves in general. So if you're watching this video live, you know the drill. Please comment below, hashtag superhero live. And if you're watching a replay, comment below superhero replay. I really want to hear your thoughts on this one today because I think we're all sooner or later in our life having a lot of self-sabotage and some self-destructive behaviors that are not best for us, but we still do them for many reasons. We're going to talk about them today. So what is a self-destructive behavior and how does it work? It can definitely be a coping mechanism for things that you don't even realize you have it. It is when we are doing the things that are harmful for us physically, mentally, emotionally, or all of above. And it can really be from very mild to really life-threatening. Self-destructive behavior is something most of the people do every day. We are involved in many different situations that end up being very self-destructive for us, and maybe later on we realize that they are, but at the moment when we are doing them, we have no idea what's going on. We please others and basically unplease ourselves at the same time. We do a lot of negative self-talk. We are not living the best lives we could. We're not being the best versions of ourselves, and definitely we have hundreds of excuses why not to do something, why we cannot do something, why we cannot go somewhere, why we cannot progress. And why do we do that? What do you think? If you have some ideas, please comment below. I really like hearing your experiences. I have so many of them. I don't think that there is a single person on this planet that hasn't done it and hasn't been involved in many self-destructive behaviors. But basically, the worst moment when we do a lot of self-sabotage is when we're not living our own truth. When we are not following our soul's desires, our spirit, our heart, when we're not being authentic, when we're not being, let's say, accountable to ourselves. That's the best definition. And if you don't want to be happy, that's really the best way to live your life. For sure, you're not gonna miss anything. You're gonna be subconsciously very unhappy, but you're gonna do everything from your box. You're not gonna break the rules. You're not gonna challenge yourself. You're not gonna do anything different. And I assure you, if you're not listening your heart and your soul, that is exactly what is gonna happen. You will not be alive. You will just be on the autopilot. And my question is that really something you want for yourself? For anyone who wants to live on autopilot, just having a status quo is probably the best thing to do. But what does really self-sabotage or self-destruction looks like? There are so many examples, I'm sure you had many of them, but not taking care of yourself, smoking, drinking, overly drinking. Of course, you can have some drinks. Not exercising, using drugs, negative self-talk, definitely, that's probably the worst one. Putting yourself down at work. What's the result of that? You don't get promotion, you don't get raise, you're angry at yourself, on others, you blame everyone else for your own mistakes, and the fact is that it's your own responsibility. When you're being needy in your relationship, when you are trying to escape or run away from your relationship, it's always better to leave someone than to be left behind. And if we grew up in a shadow of constant rejection or disapproval from our parents, from our friends, from our teachers in schools even, schooling system is definitely very much responsible for our self-destructive behaviors, then this could be our self-defense mechanism. We're hurting ourselves before anyone else could hurt us. So how do we change that? It is not a quick process, but first step is definitely to become aware of it. This is your first step. Maybe this video today will help you being aware of it and start making a change. When you realize you're repeating your self-destructive behavior, the best thing is then to stop, maybe even to listen to your body. Put your hands on your heart and then close your eyes softly and ask your heart, how do you feel about it? Am I doing it right? Is this good for me? Is this gonna make me happy? And listen what your body is gonna say about it. How do you feel about it? And you will get the most unobvious answers, or maybe it's super obvious, but you just need to start listening and following your body messages and things that are inside, because we are the best coaches to ourselves. Yes, you can go to therapy, you can call me, you can come to Become a Superhero of Your Life program, and I assure you it will be life-changing. But if you don't make a first move, the first move has to be from yourself. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Is this the life I want? Is this unhappiness or being stuck or being self-sabotaging myself and not progressing in life what you want? And if your answer is no, and I hope it's no, big no, start changing right away. Change starts right now with your decision. Start living your own truth. No one will do it instead of you. No one will fix your fears, bring you to the next step of your life if you don't make that decision and you don't feel like doing it. To manifest good things in your life, you need to believe you can do them. To manifest results, money, happy relationship, new home, traveling, health, whatever, you need to stop living in your past experiences and start living in your future. Being present, of course, but knowing how it feels to have a better job, how it feels to have a happy relationship. Associate yourself with that. Feel it inside of your whole body, in your cells, in your heart, in your head. Feel how you're happy when you have some things you want. And start associating with that feeling all the time. Don't start from the state of lack, because lack will not take you anywhere. You will not get anything from state of lack. From feeling lack, of not having, of not being there, of not being ready yet. You are ready. If you're not ready now, you're not going to be ready ever. Yes, there is always timing for some things, but you can always start. When the timing is right, things will happen to you. If you want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to be a superhero of your life, it's really, today is the best moment, and start today. Start right now. This is it for today. Happy Monday and have an amazing week, and see you tomorrow, same time, same place.